Today, Presto Music is one of the world's largest suppliers of classical and jazz recordings, music, books, sheet music and musical instruments, as well as being the go-to place for music-related news, information and reviews. But it is little known that Presto was the brainchild of two musicians who in 1986 decided to share their love of music with the local community by opening up a small shop in Leamington Spa.
Presto shop was absolutely tiny. A very square little shop with a big counter. Ken and Diana, who started it, realised that there was a need for sheet music and instruments for school children.
I first became involved with Presto when Maurice Millward, whom I'd worked with previously, phoned me up saying, "How do you want to work with me on another retail project?"
I was already in my 70th year, so I was a bit long in the tooth to start a new business. The fact that I was so passionately involved with music all my life made me think I mustn't just throw this opportunity aside. I was feeling genuinely that there was a good chance that it wouldn't work. So I then advertised in The Guardian, I think, and then Chris came along. That was when it all had changed. And there was an amazing synergy between Chris and I. I mean, he was 23 and I was 70. There was a hell of an age gap.
So I joined Presto in 2001. I'd done an undergraduate degree in Birmingham in music and halfway through a postgraduate in musicology in London. I'd worked in music shops in London. I'd freelanced a bit as a conductor, played the cello as well. We started the website a month before I joined. David Farrer had set that in motion, and we had about 5 orders between August and Christmas. It was a very lean time, but we'd started at least.
Dave Farrer, who was a friend of mine and an amateur musician, I'd already got him creating a little website.
Back in 2001, when Maurice took over Presto Music as a shop, he contacted my dad, who'd just started an IT consultancy business on his own, and asked if he'd be able to create a website for him. And we started with a basic list of 500 Rosette winners. I'm not sure how big expectations there were, but I think we were getting maybe an order a week rather than hundreds per day.
David and Chris and I all felt that the internet was the way forward, and we spent a lot of time and effort thinking about how to do that. And the fact that David, as the IT guy, was actually a musician himself was a terrific help in the early days in terms of the design. So it was very much a feeling of a team effort, and has been a key element in driving the business forward and making Presto a lovely place to work in.
Listing classical music online was always a challenge from day one. Albums would be of varied length. There'd be a number of discs or just one disc. They contain one work or multiple works, and then of course you had multiple movements within the same work. So it was always a challenge to work out how to display the information that people needed in order to make their decisions. We made quite a decision very early on, really, that we needed to categorise things at a work level, Symphony No. 5 or violin concerto, and that was the priority. Initially, we used the room above the shop to send out all the web orders. Quite quickly, we needed more space than upstairs. We solved that first of all moving to a bigger shop that had more space upstairs and also allowed us to start offering digital pianos. Again, we then ran out of space in the upstairs of that shop. At that point, we needed to take on a separate unit for the warehouse.
With the development of its e-commerce website, millions of customers worldwide could now access Presto's services and purchase their products. Presto soon became the go-to place for the very best jazz and classical music, and now ships to over 200 countries worldwide.
Every day we ship about 600 to 700 customer orders which contain over 1,500 individual products. We're very happy to have the Presto CD manufacturing on demand program. We license deleted recordings and then manufacture these one at a time for customers who place an order. We care passionately about the environment and have solar panels on the roof of our warehouse. Our electric van is used to take pianos to all our customers and also to move stock between our shop and our warehouse.
As we brought the online offering, it was only classical initially. As we added our other items into the store, such as sheet music, books, jazz, and now instruments, we've understood that every time that we add these products, we are catering for a different set of people.
We're selling over 1 million products. That's including sheet music and also more recently music textbooks and instruments and accessories. We've really tried to make Presto the place to come for all your musical needs, from young children just picking up their first recorder to many music professionals. We also list all those hard to find rare items you can get from publishers. We'll get many requests for people saying, can you find this, and we'll go out and source it for them, and that's led to us adding many publishers to our catalogue.
We opened the jazz department in 2018 really to cater for our growing number of jazz customers who previously had been looking in the classical section, and we felt that they deserved their own department with their own editorial and also some special offers occasionally.
We have lots of jazz and soundtracks now coming in on vinyl, and I'm a vinyl collector, so I'm always writing stuff down and checking them out. It's work, plus I get to learn new bits about my hobby, which is music.
2011, we made the decision to start a download offering. We saw two reasons really behind launching the download offer. One was that we could see that was where the market was going. It was easy to send a CD to somebody living just around the corner, but in remote parts of the world, delivering a CD to someone quickly in a cost-effective way it can be a challenge. So downloads were a nice solution to that. We also really knew that by adding downloads and linking them to the physical CDs as well, it would mean we'd be able to provide sound samples to everyone who was interested in CDs.
Presto's website has also become the place to find out more about artists and composers, often through interviews and discussions with the artists themselves.
When I started working for the company in late 2009, our editorial was limited to a very brief weekly review, which I think went out on a Monday. We decided to do more direct work with artists, which has been extremely rewarding for us and I think much appreciated by our customers. Some of the most rewarding features I think we've done have been about people championing composers that aren't very well represented. Some of the stories that you can unearth behind that, they're often very inspiring and very moving. One of the things that I love about the small team of people that I manage at Presto is that they are all in some way or another working musicians. We have a brass player, we have a professional choral singer, we have myself. That is so useful in terms of striking up rapport with artists.
Welcome to The Booth, where we record the Presto Music Podcast. I like to talk to critics, academics and broadcasters about the sort of wider cultural and historical scene around classical music.
Since 2011, downloads have grown steadily. We added high-res downloads the year after that, and of course high-res downloads offer the ability to have better than CD quality, and so our customers constantly after higher quality audio. This was the solution for them. We don't mind whether we sell a download or a CD, or in the future probably a stream. We're there to guide customers to the best recordings, provide insight into why those recordings were made, curate them in a way that people can find them easily and compare them easily. We've always remained format agnostic, really. Just our view is we're trying to sell the music. The music's the great thing that people need to hear.
In addition to supplying music and musical equipment to music lovers and musicians all over the world, Presto has become unique in the industry, not only with music lovers, but performers alike. To celebrate this, in 2014, the prestigious Presto Awards were launched.
Around September time, we start the arduous but very enjoyable process of whittling the list down, first to 100 recordings and then to the final 10. Often we have the pleasure of getting some lovely photos back of them posing with the awards. Occasionally you even get the chance to meet them and thank them in person.
Presto is appreciated by its customers and industry leaders across the world.
I live in Canberra. And in Canberra, there are no classical CD or record shops. Eventually, I found Presto Music. So thank you very much, Presto Music.
Despite the distance, I consider Presto my music home. Thank you and congratulations.
I live in Montreal, Canada, and I choose Presto Music to be my preferred provider of classical music.
Another thing that I like from Presto is their superb customer service.
I live in Brazil, and I choose Presto for many reasons. the prices, the offers, the catalog, the newsletter. But if I had to single out one main reason, I think it will be the feeling, even miles away, that its staff shares with the customer the love for great music.
Whenever I'm in Leamington, I call in to browse. Thanks to your emails, I'm kept up to date with new works and new composers. So congratulations on 35 years of classical music in Leamington.
I am a consistent client of the Presto Classical because it offers a very wide selection of records, which I don't find anywhere else.
These days there are no, I mean zero, stores in which to purchase CDs or DVDs in either Boston or New York City. If an item is out there, Presto Music either has it or can get it.
I'm Alain Lançon, president of Warner Classics and Erato. I would like to say many congratulations to Presto Classical on reaching the important milestone you are celebrating. The knowledge, commitment and love of music that the Presto team offer shine through, and it is no surprise that over the years they have become one of the preeminent classical resources available to customers the world over.
Dear Presto Classical team, congratulations from the entire Deutsche Grammophon team on your 20th anniversary. What a remarkable occasion to celebrate. All the best for the next 20 years and keep up the great work.
Many congratulations to Chris and the team at Presto from Steve and the team at Signum. It's always been a pleasure to work with you, and long may it continue.
I wanted to say how wonderful I think Presto is as a company. It's been a great pleasure to see it grow all these years, and I read the newsletters with great pleasure, and I hope they continue serving us and the musical community for many, 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 many years to come.
Presto has undoubtedly built its reputation upon a huge and sound knowledge of music over decades of experience in the industry. Presto continues to grow to this day and has exciting plans for the future.
The majority of people who work at Presto have a love of music, and it's something that we care passionately about, all of us. And as we've grown, we've realised from customer comments and other comments that the music we share with people brings a lot of happiness. We hope that our service genuinely enrich people's lives, and music is so powerful. We believe it has the ability to change lives and to make people's lives more rewarding and more enjoyable, and so that is why we exist now.
Music means everything to me, and I wouldn't want to contemplate a world in which I couldn't listen to it or perform it.
Music to me is all about escapism.
Music for me means connection. It means connection with myself and with my own feelings, and it means connection with the other people that make it and enjoy and love it as much as I do.
Music is a form of mindfulness, and I find music is the ideal way to focus.
My main recreational enthusiasm and passion has been music.
People are really helpful, people come from all sorts of musical backgrounds, so it's been a great learning experience here with the different types of music.
We've always had this idea of music bringing people together and sort of binding communities together and things like that, but I think it really is just a glue that binds people together.
Music has always meant everything to me, whether it's listening, watching, playing or teaching. It's been great to be part of Presto's growth and success, and it's been inspiring to work in a place that's full of people who love music.
Classical music is something that's turned from an interest into a hobby, a passion. It's something that's enriched all aspects of my life.
Music means freedom, passion, and a way of expressing myself.
Mood changing.
Music to me is the most powerful of languages in the world. It's a way we can connect with people from different countries where we can't speak each other's language, but we can connect through music.